What's going on? Hey, everybody. I want to thank you for joining Self Talk number 3. Today is on breathing. And I want to thank you first off for taking time out of your day and for all the nice messages that I've been getting. It's hyping me up, making me want to put these out a little bit more. The biggest reason I felt called to talk about breathing is for some of you who follow me on Instagram. You see I'm posting a lot of this Wim Hof, these breath holds. I get so many, what is this? What app is this? What does this do? So today I'm going to give you guys a kind of baseline to see where you're at today. So if you're listening to this, I also will be posting this on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch maybe some of these videos, and you can actually learn how to practice these breathing exercises just differently from listening, that will be available. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. What type of breather are you? Okay, so if you're listening to this, this is a test that you can do. If you're driving, you probably won't be able to do this, but we have two types of breathers, right? You're either A, chest breather, okay, or B, a belly breather, okay? So you're either a chest breather or a belly breather. Let me explain them. Belly breather, I want you to imagine you have a relative or someone that's close to your family. They just had a baby. You're super excited. You're looking at the incubator. There the little baby is. It's so cute, and it's sleeping, and you notice, man, it's kind of funny, huh? That belly, it's rising up like a balloon and falling. And you're looking at this baby, you're like, wow, is it breathing right? Yes, okay, because the baby's never really dealt with stress. So their nervous system is set up and wired the way it should be. You're supposed to be breathing out of your belly, right? But as a culture, and as we get older, we deal with this thing called stress, okay? Stress will put your nervous system into the fight or flight response. Best analogy I can give is if any of you guys watch UFC or have ever seen a boxing match, it's high stress. You're in fight or flight. A lot of times when you're in stress, you become a chest breather. Short, shallow breaths. You'll see this when you're running, you're not breathing out of your stomach. You're out of breath. It's all from your chest. What happens is when you're breathing out of your chest is you're losing out on valuable oxygen that could be going to your brain. You're not getting all of the air to your brain that you should. You're cutting off almost 3/4 of your lungs, from here to here, or from here to here. You're only getting 1/4 of the air you should get, right? So this is why we get tired. This is why we get fatigued. This is why when we get stressed out, you feel like you're going to burst. And the minute you're dealing with stress, you just feel drained. Okay. So here's the test. Here's to find out what type of breather you are. You can lay down flat on your back. Okay. And then what I suggest is getting some sort of pillow and putting it on somewhat of your chest and your belly, and just kind of lay there, close your eyes, and just kind of breathe. And you can notice which part of the pillow is coming up. Is it rising from your belly or is it rising from your chest, right? If you do a couple, what is rising? Is it your chest or is it your belly? Okay, this is how you can kind of determine what type of breather you are. The other way is you put your right hand on your chest, left hand on your stomach, and then you'll try and push out air. So when you inhale, I'm trying to push the hand on my stomach out, and when I exhale, I'm trying to push the hand on my stomach in. You'll notice then, whoa, it's really hard for me to push out on my stomach if you're a chest breather, okay? So that's called diaphragmatic belly breathing. So there's a bunch of benefits of being a belly breather. So you can train yourself, and this is what I would call just the simplest way of training yourself how to become a belly breather. How do you know this, Walsh? Well, I broke my back, okay? And they said, if you want to heal your broken back, Mr. Walsh, you need to have a stronger core. Guys, I have a 6-pack. I do 1,000 sit-ups a night. How much more core can I be doing? Wasn't core, okay? I wasn't breathing right. So you have this muscle, it's called your transverse abdominis, okay? It's the technical term. We understand it as a weight belt, okay? So your system has this weight belt that when I belly breathe, it is literally a weight belt that goes around from the front of my abs all the way to the back of my spine. It wraps and keeps my spine nice and tight and everything in there safe. When I start chest breathing, it's like that weight belt. I undo it. It's not, I have it, but it's not tightened at all. Okay. So this puts my spine in a very vulnerable place. So that's why, if you've ever heard that funny saying, there's two types of people in this world, people with back pain or people without back pain, is because as we all get older, we don't keep training our body to breathe through our diaphragm and our belly. Okay, so this is super, super important. So easiest way, lay flat on your back, take big inhales through your nose, and try and blow up your stomach for about 6 seconds. Hold it for about 2, and then exhale out your mouth, driving your belly button through your spine. I have YouTube videos you can watch of this. So that is, I would do like 10 reps a night, and that's how you can slowly start training your body to no longer breathe out of your chest, to breathe out of your belly. So the more you do it, the more your subconscious mind knows, when I get stressed, oh, okay, I breathe here, right? So I'm getting more oxygen to my brain. So this is level 1, and this will really help prevent back pain. Is breathing, not all these core and crazy exercises. Breathing will help back pain. Breathing will help reduce stress. Once you can master the belly breathing, this is where you would want to go to a step 2, and this is where I'm going to introduce you to Wim Hof. Okay, so Wim Hof is, he's known as this guru. His nickname is the Iceman because he's, climbed Mount Everest with nothing but shorts and barefoot, all through doing these breathing techniques. That he didn't create these breathing techniques. They go back centuries. They're ancient breathing techniques that he's made popular because people see him jump into negative 50-degree water and is sitting there laughing, having conversations with people on the dock, right? It's through pretty much putting your body through stress and helping it to remain calm through this breath work, that if you do this and you practice this enough, when you become stressed at your job or stressed in a conversation or stressed because your routine or schedule gets interrupted, automatically your nervous system and your breathing has been programmed to deal with this stress in a healthy way. So you all of a sudden you start, oh, I'm breathing, I'm calm, I have a lot more clarity, I can think level-headed, I'm actually thankful for this problem now because this is an area I can grow in. And you have a whole different positive perspective on stress or when things come up because you've trained your body how to breathe under stress. So that's what Wim Hof method is. So you can download his app. It's free on the App Store. Just type in Wim Hof method, WIM, Wim, HOFF method. Download the free app, okay? So one of the ones that I do, first thing when I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, people are like, you're crazy. But every time I do this exercise, I feel great. It's Wim Hof's push-up. So what you'll do is I pretty much prop my phone up, I sit on the floor, and you do 30 of his breaths work, right? So I'm just gonna inhale through my mouth and then exhale out my mouth. So I do that 30 times. After the 30th rep, you hold your breath. Once you hold your breath, you flip over into a push-up position and you do as many push-ups as you can while holding your breath. So you're putting your body through stress, but you're remaining calm. You'd be amazed at how many push-ups you can do. I've had my wife do this. She can maybe do 10 to 15 push-ups. She does the Wim Hof. She's doing 35, 40 push-ups, right? So for me, every week I try and do 5 more push-ups than I did the week before. So I started at 25 a week. I'm doing 80 push-ups a week. Next week, Monday through Friday, will be 85, all holding my breath the entire time. So this is teaching my body at 3:30 in the morning while my subconscious is the strongest, while I'm in the theta wave cycle, almost in and out of dream state, to handle stress through this breath work. Okay. So Wim Hof also has the guided bubble breath breathing, which is on the app. It's free. So you'll do 40 of those breaths, right? You just crank through them. It guides you each rep, and then it will ding, and then you'll hold your breath as long as you can. You try and stay as calm as possible. You close your eyes. You go and drift off to a different place. And this breathing technique is just fantastic for teaching your body how to deal with stress. So that is the Wim Hof method. The other one I wanted to share was alternate nostril breathing. So I even online, if you look up alternate nostril breathing, you'll see an article by Hillary Clinton on how this has really changed her life. A lot of people are familiar. We have a left and right hemisphere of our brain. It's also known as the masculine and feminine part of our brain. There's so much about one side of our brain and the other side of the brain that when you can get these two talking and working together, you'd be amazed that, wow, I just feel a little bit sharper today. Just a little bit more mental clarity and acuteness can do wonders in your life, your relationships, your conversations, your business. So alternate nostril breathing, super easy. If you're watching on YouTube, you can follow along. I've also posted this on Instagram. I pretty much will grab, I'll do a thumbs up. So with my thumb that's up, I put it against my right nostril. So my left nostril is plugged. You can hear me. It sounds like Squidward. So I'll inhale through my nostril. I close off that nostril. And I exhale out the other side. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. This is great. I do 10 reps every single morning. This gives me really great clarity. It helps with stress and making me feel a little bit more awake and alert. So this is a great breathing exercise. Okay. So then I have two more great breath works for you. So just recapping, I talked about diaphragmatic belly breathing, right? That's turning on your diaphragm so that you're breathing out of your belly, not your chest. Okay. I talked about Wim Hof and his breathing techniques. I've talked about alternate nostril breathing. And this is the third one. This is called the double inhale with an exhale. This is from Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's a neuroscientist out of Stanford. And he pretty much explained this as when you wake up in the morning, imagine your two lungs. They have, let's say, 50 bubbles, and they're like these little sacs of air. As the day goes on, those little sacs of air get drained from our stress, from breathing improperly. So by the end of the day, we're fatigued, we're tired. We probably only have about 5 of those little sacs of air left, right? So one way scientists found out through studying the body and the lungs that you can actually help these grow even more. So you don't have 50, you have 75, you have 80. You're actually gaining more of these little bubbles throughout the day. This technique. So I'll inhale twice. And then a sigh exhale, right? So this is great to do after, you just hit 15 burpees and your heart is pounding. Just with a double inhale, with an exhale, this is, like I said, going to help you to not be as fatigued towards the end of the day. It's great for quick energy throughout the day. Gemma always laughs at me, but now she does them too. We'll be, 5, 6 o'clock. We're just finishing dinner. It's been a full day, been already up since 3:30, right? And now she's doing them too. And she's like, wow, these really work, right? I feel better by the end of the day. And lastly, if you're finding, by 4, 5, 6, you are drained, like absolutely exhausted, one of the best exercises that you can do to end your day is just a 25 to 30 inhale, exhale, with a 15-second breath hold, right? This actually puts your body through a little bit of stress, but gives you a bunch of oxygen to your brain. So you just pretty much inhale through your nose, right? I do this about 25, 30 times. After the last one, hold my breath for about 15 seconds, right? And after that, I'll inhale, and you just feel this huge sense of relief. You got all this oxygen back into your lungs and into your brain, and it's a great way to end the day. So I took you through a lot of stuff. So you might have to go back and review some of these, or like I said, I'm posting this to YouTube as well if you want to try out some of these breathing techniques. Hope this helped. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and God bless you.